Hello and welcome to Studio Nicole. I'm Nicole, and today I want to show you what I got at Michael's. I went with my oldest son. Both the boys had got me a gift card for Mother's Day, and I hadn't had a chance to spend it yet. So I went down there last weekend and picked up just a few things. I really love to cruise their clearance area and see what they have that's on sale or on clearance. Um, I hate to spend like full price on anything. I just don't love it. Um, I understand this is a whole rant. I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a minute. I understand that the people who make the things need to be paid a decent wage, and I would be willing to spend the money if I knew that it was going to the workers who produced the items. But I really don't love supporting like big corporations and CEOs who are making a ton of money while the people who actually do the work are getting paid minimum wage. Just don't love that capitalist mindset. So I just tend to buy as much secondhand and clearance and what have you as I can. Um, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make sense, or maybe it's not helping, or whatever. But yeah, there's that. I also get more bang for my buck that way. So whatever. It works for me. It doesn't have to work for anybody else. So I went to Michael's and I cruised their clearance section, and this is what I found. I have a little bit of a mystery wrapped in paper here. That's quite a story I'll tell you about. I picked up a journal, and this is just kind of just a standard lined journal, nothing super fancy, but it was only $3. And do I don't know why it has two elastic covers. That's a little strange. Um, yeah, sorry. I actually have a shelf full. I'm looking right now off to my left, and I can count 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, 14. I can count 14 notebooks on my shelf over there. Just some of them are used, some of them are new, and I haven't dug into them yet. I love to make lists. I love to fill notebooks full of ideas and quotes and lists of things to do. And yeah, I just love to write lists. I love notebooks. I love paper. What can I say? So for $3, I really liked this one. I like the metallic cover. I like that it looks vaguely mineral-y and earthy. And I thought it was worth the $3. So I picked that up. I got this gold textile paint, and this was $2 marked down from $3.49, which is not a huge discount, but I have in the past painted, like I made some painted tote bags for Christmas presents a few years ago for like grocery type bags, big canvas tote bags that people could use as gift or grocery bags, sorry, shopping bags. And I know that the black that I bought for that, the fabric paint that I bought for that was pretty expensive. I know I've got the textile medium that kind of uh waters it down. I guess that's not the right word. But makes it more pliable so that it goes on to the textile a little bit easier. And I just thought it would be fun to have some gold on hand in case I wanted to do a project like that again and add gold accents. Black and white and gold are definitely some of my favorite colors. So, so yeah, I just thought that that would be worth $2 to have it. I tend to make Christmas presents every year as gifts for people, and so I'm always kind of thinking about what I might be able to turn into a gift idea. This is the only thing I bought that was not on clearance, and it looks like they should be with all the ink that's all over them. But these were the cheapest, biggest brushes I could get at Michael's, and they were buy one, get one, 50% off. And I think they were $2.99 each. And so I bought two of them. The second one then would have been like $2.50. So for $7.50, I got two big brushes. And I think that that's a, certainly a reasonable price to pay for a really big brush like this. I have a really big journal that I sometimes art journal in. You may have seen it in one of my other videos. It is massive. I'd have to move my camera up for you to really be able to see how big it is. But it's really big. And trying to spread gesso on the page with, a smaller brush is just takes a long time. So I got a couple of really big brushes. Um, I'm not like a brush snob. I know there are people who are very serious artists who are very particular about the kind of brush they use. If I were trying to produce really precise, careful work, I would probably care too, but I'm not, so I don't. So these were the cheapest ones I could get that were the biggest. I also don't take very good care of my brushes, if I'm being honest. This is um this is probably the next. I feel like I have a bigger one somewhere, but I can't find it. So yeah, so this is the next biggest one that I happen to have to hand right now, and it is very stiff from using it with gesso and matte gel medium and everything else. I mean, it works. It does the job. But it would be nice to have something considerably larger to cover more space on the page. So I'm excited about these brushes. I also got some inks. These were on clearance. I think that Michaels is going to stop carrying them, and they are really the closest art store to me. So even though I don't really need these inks because I already have. Um, this is what, teal and aqua. I probably already have. Oh, that's green. That's aqua. Doesn't look like I have teal in here. It might be over there. I have another bin full in my shelf over there. So I might have teal over there. Um, but I do use these kind of a lot, and I do love these colors. And if they're going to stop carrying them, this is the kind of art supply that it won't hurt to get an extra and keep it. It's not going to go bad. And that leads me to this monster, which I picked up. I had already picked all my stuff up. I was walking up to the front. I didn't have a cart. I just had these things in my hand. And then I happened to see a little clearance cart up at the front. And this one was in it. And this one was also on clearance. I think it was $4, $3 or $4 for these. And violet, which is another color that I use all the time. And it's on clearance. And I might as well grab an extra, right? So I grabbed it and I had it in my hand, like, I don't know, I was like holding like all of the things, but the lid to this was not on all the way. And I ended up with purple ink everywhere. It's on here. It got all over my shirt. I was so annoyed. Like, I spent more on the shirt and now it's ruined than I spent on than I saved on the ink. So it felt like it was very discouraging. I was discouraged. But by then it was too late. I've got it now. So yeah, so this is what I've got. Let's swap some of these out. Um, just to see. I'm curious as to the difference between the teal and the aqua. Just I'm gonna use a smaller brush. I don't want to use one of those big ones right now. And so this is just a book. Let's see. I torn the cover off. Home Song by Laverell Spencer. Thank you, Laverell Spencer. I just grab a book and then I use it on my desk. The pages are all like curled, if you can see. Oh. The pages are all curled because I fold them back and I clip them. But if I unclip them and flip through, you will see that this is, I kind of use this to test out stencils, to try paint colors. If I have extra paint on, like I think I was stamping with like a big bubble wrap here, and so I just did some extra. If I have extra paint on a palette and I don't want to waste it, I will just flip to a page and like fill in some space, right? And just like clean my brush off here. This I was actually using it as a palette when I was working on something. I try out different different techniques. Like I said, this is some people have like a use it up journal. This is my use it up book. And then I do, you'll see, I do go in and tear things out of it and use them as part of like my collage. These pages are torn. So I can kind of flip through and find something that I like and can tear pieces out of it to use on the page. So I've got all kinds of kind of ready-made crazy collage backgrounds. Um, so that's what this is. And so I'm going to just very quickly swatch out these two colors to see the difference. I'm curious as to the difference between aqua and it's so pretty. I love these colors. I probably can't see very well. I have to get closer. The color is just not right. It just doesn't show up quite right. I don't know if the color is off. I'm using my phone to film. I don't know if it's that or if it's a lighting issue. I wonder if I change the light. No, it's too blue. That's maybe closer. No, it still isn't quite the same. I don't know. Well, this is a little bit green. The aqua is kind of green. And I'm gonna guess that this teal is a little more blue. Just looking at the well, not really. Maybe just the tiniest bit more blue. Very, very minimal difference here. It looks like more even on the camera. Than it does in real life. In real life, it looks very similar. They both look blue on camera, and they both look more green in real life. Um, and for the purple, just for fun, since it's here, traumatized by this purple ink. Got everywhere. Yeah. Just the color's just not great. I mean, the color of the ink is great. The color of my recording is terrible. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'm gonna have to work on it. All right, folks. Thanks for joining me today. This was a super quick one. I just wanted to unpack this bag that was sitting next to my desk and thought, why not do it on camera? I hope you have a great day, and I hope I see you in a future video.